Josh averaged 107, Chris nearly 105. So maybe the rhythm of this game suits them both. And we've got a small matter of 5 180s in less than 2 legs.
Well, Chris is certainly scoring well, but
89.
he is in danger of going 2-0 down. Dobey now looking at 84 to get the instant break back. 64 away now. Once again, looking at the bullseye, and once again finding the green stuff. So 2 missed darts at a bullseye, 2 180s to start things off in both legs so far. And Dobey has lost both legs, and so there's a pattern emerging here, and Josh Rock has consolidated that early break, and he's produced a 14-dart hold.
Josh is going to feel bulletproof at this point. Not like he's doing much wrong.
140.
Well, like I say, you know, the scoring is good, although in this leg he did start sluggishly with a 58 or so.
57.
Having kicked off with 180s in the previous 2, but he's got a chance here to hold throw. Could do with this 104 though, because Rock is lurking with intent once again, looking for another break of throw. So double 16 here for Dobey. Yeah, nicely done, needed that as well. Was in danger of going 3-0 down, but a 104 checkout.
I couldn't agree more. I think he did need that.
Winner of this to face one of those potential first-time winners, Luke Woodhouse or Jan van Veen. They meet in our second match of the day. We follow the draw bracket, so it's nice and easy to follow.
93.
Right throughout the card. 8 third-round matches this afternoon, the quarter-finals, semis and the final tonight.
100.
Josh Rock closing in on another break of throw. It would be the 3rd of the match. Dobey looking to reapply some pressure here from 201.
97. Does require 56.
Left himself that 104 again if he gets the chance.
20.
And he will get the chance. Now he's taken this out in leg 3.
That is really going to annoy Josh that he missed that single 20. He'll be annoyed even more if this double 16 is found again.
Well, that's a case of history repeating, isn't it, for Chris Dobey? Said it time and time again.
Oh, this could be a key one.
140.
Had he got another 60, he would have been in 2-dart territory. And it looks like he's going to have to take this 110, otherwise he'll be broken. Double 16 will be left. Again.
Well, that's 2 key misses at double 16 for Chris Dobey. Had they gone the other way, this would be a very different match. As it is, Rock has broken again for the 2nd time in this match, and Rock with a timely break. Dobey's in control in this leg. Absolutely no doubt about it now.
140.
What pressure's going to come from Rock, though? He's not going to leave himself a 2-darter, but he's going to get very close to it. Another key shot for Dobey. It's not going to be double 16 this time. Can he hit? Well, he doesn't need the ball. Maybe he went for the treble because he wasn't looking to leave the ball after what happened earlier in the match.
Opportunity knocks for Rock here, though. Shame.
65.
Yeah, raises his eyes to the heavens there, but Chris Dobey will only get 2 darts at a double here. To level things up at 5 apiece. Downstairs for double 2. Finds his way into that bottom left-hand corner. There was a grimace on the face of Paul Nicholson alongside me. That was close. But the opening match of the day goes the distance. 4 breaks of throw. Asserts some authority in this leg, and he's going the right way about it as well with a 180. That is devastating timing from the 2-time winner on the Pro Tour this year, Chris Dobey, closing in, moving in the right direction once again. Josh Rock can only find 60 in response. He's 3-3-5 away, and Dobey's in position once again here.
Doing things in 2024 that he hasn't been doing for the last few years. And maybe the key thing is that he's getting the knack of winning last 16 matches.
140.
Done it once this year.
Required 12.
Is he going to do it for a second time to make only his second quarter-final on the European Tour since 2019?
Chris Dobey
No score.
comes inside on double three. Had he taken that out, that would have been the best leg of the match so far for Chris Dobey. Josh Rock plugging away here, and he could yet steal this, you know.
Say what you like about that blind 180 attempt, or the no-look 180.
Required 12.
It's now up to Dobey to get the job done.
Game, shot.
And he does get the job done. He had Josh Rock breathing down his neck in that one, but Chris Dobey comes through.
Wouldn't be surprised to see this hit some point today. Although you might have to wait until game number 7 for Ryan Searle to come back on the stage with Chris Dobey trousers on. They may be magical trousers after what he did to Joe Cullen on Saturday.
Yeah, good weekend for Chris Dobey's wardrobe and whoever's wearing it.
100.
They're not sharing the same pair of trousers today.
124.
I don't actually know.
Double 18. Bullseye. He is deadly on the bullseye, Jan van Veen. Maybe he's still playing Delta. But he certainly dropped off significantly. Luke Woodhouse at the minute is just
27.
searching. He's missing left, then he's missing right, he's missing low. He just can't seem to find any comfort.
First start isn't working, so he's using that word that you've just mentioned, search.
134.
Pretty good.
Junior required 75.
He's going to have to chase for the rest of this match, you feel. Double 12. Van Veen is going to be ruthless if you give him shots like that. He's 50% on the doubles in this contest.
He's not doing anything spectacular, but he's just gradually working his way into the... He's trying to excavate a quarry with a kid's bucket and spade. It is long, hard, arduous work, but he is actually making
58.
some progress.
I always say it's like trying to chop down a tree with a blunt axe.
Yes, spoon.
139. Luger required 146.
Expects he's going to find himself in these positions. And he dig his way out of this one. He might do double 16. What a shot this would be. What a shot that is. And all of a sudden, Luke Woodhouse is transformed. It is 3 legs on the spin for Woody.
To be very kind. This isn't kind, but it could be for Van Veen.
74.
160, coupled with a 146. This will get everybody off their chairs.
So bad, he says. But that at least poses a problem for Jan. Now, the way his darts go in the board, this isn't too daunting. Especially now. Oh, dear.
No score.
I think that one went a bit sideways on him at the end. Didn't have a pure flight about it. Woodhouse is not playing his best in this game, but he's getting fortuitous. Double top from the angle. He's taking advantage of it. You get through this one, Luke, go and get yourself a lottery ticket.
Now, 2 visits from here minimum for Luke Woodhouse to lead this game, having been 4-0 down. This is not the standard of darts we have seen so often over the course of this weekend, but it is an exhibition in grit and determination from Luke Woodhouse here.
140.
That really could be a valuable last dart. But Van Veen is going to the back of the stage, scratching his head. He'll be doing it more if this goes in. 5-4 up. 5 straight legs for Woodhouse. In the last 24 hours, it's got to stand him in good stead.
Yeah, Price did get 1 dart at the ball to beat him. Could not take it. Woodhouse took his chance. What chance is he going to give himself here? Come downstairs.
59.
Dying for a treble there.
He was, but I think worst case scenario, he wanted to leave 1-4-2 instead of something else, because this way he can go for the same treble twice to leave a match dart.
140. 142.
Van Veen's still battling. He's already taken out 146 in this game. 2 treble 17s for tops as an option. He may look at the treble 20s.
I'm surprised by that because that department hasn't been magical in this match. I thought he might have tried downstairs. Match start incoming potentially for the young Dutchman. Where's it going to be at?
You know how good he is at the bullseye. Can he hit it again? This time to win it.
60.
It started with a bullseye finish for Jan van Veen. It nearly ended with one. But for the second round running, Luke Woodhouse survives a match start at the bullseye. The second round running, can he take advantage? Reach the quarterfinals. It's only just in the single. Double 16. What a battle, what a comeback, and what fighting qualities from Luke Woodhouse.
In floor events, but European Tour events, but also in big events as well. Semi-finalist at last year's Grand Slam of Darts, a quarter-finalist at the Players' Championship finals as well. Last 16 at the World Championship. And it all suggests that maybe, just maybe, a first Euro Tour title might not be too far away.
Yeah, that Masters title was not a huge surprise, was it? With what he had done in the months leading up to it. And Peter Wright took out a 160 in the first round against Brendan Dolan. 144. How about it, snake bites? How about that? What a start! But they do appear to be a favoured set of his at the moment.
140.
Yeah, just to be clear, they're the ones he used yesterday.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brendan Dolan, he started with his gold
Yeah.
stone grippy ones. I think he may have changed halfway through the game. A professional leg, this one. 81 left after 3 visits to the board. Bunting looking to do the same. Can't quite manage it, but he's within striking distance if Wright can't get this job done. Got to go for 12s, Peter. Come on. Behave yourself. Double 13. Yeah, 12 darter. Massive check out in the opening leg for a 15 darter. 14 darter to follow. Superb 12 darter. Peter Wright leads 3-0. He will feel like it can, because I've done this for years.
Well, I mean, he looks happier as well. I don't know what it is, but his demeanour, the walk-on today and the walk-on yesterday as well, I thought there was just a little bit of swagger about him. Well, he had a smile on his face. He just looked a little bit different, didn't he?
He's always
earlier
talked
this
a
year,
good
even.
game. He's always said, "I'll be back. Don't worry. I know I've not played well, but I'll get there." And he felt like he was just trying to convince himself. But now, if there was any doubt, surely he's starting to blast that away. He'll stay on the 20s. Here's double 5. Oh, Peter Wright, once again, when he needs it, he gets it. And Stephen Bunting stranded again. But not if Peter Wright takes this out. To win the match with a 161. Oh, my word, match start missed by Peter Wright. So Bunting, finally, he's given an opportunity to break the right throw. It's a 1 treble combo.
Well, that would have been some moment again. It was a match start missed by some distance, I have to say, but Bunting now looking at 110. There's only one way to go here, and he can't find the way through. And Peter Wright will return, looking at a very manageable and a very gettable 43 for a place in the quarterfinals on the European Tour once again. 2 darts at tops to see him through. And Peter Wright, the agony continues and the wait goes on, and hope springs eternal once again for Stephen Bunting for the breaker throw. 65 away, 2 darts at tops, likewise onto double 10. And the bullet drags himself back into contention, gets the break back, and now Bunting needs 2. Peter Wright still needs 1.
Key moment. Knows he needs a check out. It's not good to the 17s. 1 dart to save himself potentially. It's not a good visit from Stephen Bunting. It may be his last visit.
Yeah, set the tone with that single 4 when he was looking for the treble 13 to leave double 16. Peter Wright steps up looking at 101. 9. 1 for tops. And once again, Peter Wright can't find a way through on tops.
It is a 4th match dart missed by Peter Wright. Could have won it 6-3. Could have won it 6-4. Top of this one. Can't find it, and Peter Wright, surely this time he gets it done.
20.
Match starts have come and gone already for Peter Wright, but 3 clear darts at double 10 for a 6-4 win. Surely this is his opportunity. Stephen Bunting has put his darts away. He might have to get them back out in a minute, and he will have to get them back out.
No score. Stephen, you require 32.
Well, well, well.
Double 8. We are going the distance. For the 2nd week running, Peter Wright and Stephen Bunting have a 1-leg shootout. No need to go to the 11s. Double 18.
85.
He missed match darts, keep on racking up, but he's going to get more opportunities, probably loads more. He needs to fill it up, and he can't. So Peter Wright has got forever. He's got eons to sort this out.
Forever and a day, Peter Wright, with his latest batch of match darts. A long way from double 18. Still work to do here for Peter Wright. And Stephen Bunting, well, it's just as well that he's on 220 for Peter Wright, because he has missed another 3 opportunities to book his place in the quarterfinals. This is absolutely astonishing, and I tell you what, Bunting might as well just keep going here, because I think he's got every right to assume that he might get another opportunity.
It's done. Of course it's done. And it is finally done. It has taken him a dozen match darts to get over the line.
And when you know nothing about an opponent, you're just not sure what's going to come back at you. So Dave's got a point when it comes to Wade, because you know exactly what you're going to get. You can prepare for it. Whereas someone you've never even heard of, they haven't got a clue. That whole thing about playing the board instead of the player, it doesn't work that way.
Just taking a moment, just not sure what he's double checking, just seeing maybe where Clemens is. Clemens is on 195. Tops here though for Chizzy. 1-2-1.
Yeah, the good old triple lipstick shot. He's very high on the all-time list. Van Gerwen's in another stratosphere, but there's a logjam towards 7-9 now with the likes of Price and Wright. I wonder who's going to get the double figures first. Wright is the favourite.
Well, he's on 9 anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't rule him out winning this weekend as well. Luke Humphries could be coming into the reckoning as well. I mean, even more so had he won maybe a couple more of the finals that he's lost as well. But
correct. He's got 6, but he could have easily had 9 or 10. Now, Dave, you're going to miss the ball. Get it high. Not there. The most succinct answer from the referee there. What did I score? 2. That puts that to bed. This could be leg 5 in the bag. Oh, yeah. No.
Now, decision. Yeah, I thought he was going to do that. Rather than going back to square one on 18s, chip it off and give yourself a bit more room for manoeuvre with 4s, 2s and maybe the Madhouse. Tops here though for Chizzy. It might all be academic for Clemens anyway. And this time Chizzy finds double 20 with the first dart in hand. Just became a little bit of a problem, didn't it, in the last 2 legs? Well, Clemens not done with just yet. 4-2 down. Only one break in it. You feel as though the tide is turning in Chisnall's favour, but wouldn't take much for it to swing back the other way. Oh my goodness me, he could not have crowbarred that in any better. All clustered in that bottom left-hand corner of that treble 20 bed. But Gabriel Clemens, well, it's not going to happen here, and another grimace on the face of the German giant.
79.
After that single two.
Davey requires 62.
Treble 10. No, he's going to leave tops because it's been working. And it does again.
Yeah, that is, I thought that was significant. He had 4 missed starts at double 20. Yep, you've guessed it. Chizzy will be well aware of that. 82.08. Yeah, so 57. So 17 to get back upstairs for tops. Now, if he does return, he'll be confident of taking that with the first dart in his hand. But Gabriel Clemens needs to find a treble 20 here, and he does so. Shanghai to get the break back, or one of the breaks that he needs, and he's gone just the wrong side to leave himself a shot at double 15.
Considering how good he's been on tops the last couple of legs, this feels academic. Double 10 will do, and Dave Chisnall is into the final session of the Flanders Darts Trophy with another average in excess of 100. He's playing at tournament-winning level. Is there something about Ricardo in Belgium, though? Because the last time he was in a quarter-final in a European Tour event was in Visa in Belgium earlier this year, so maybe he likes it here.
Didn't particularly like playing Luke Littler. Ooh, this could be dangerous. Well, nowhere near the treble 20.
35.
Beaten by Luke Littler there and took offence at how he had been beaten. But cross that bridge if we come to it.
The way that Danny's been playing over the last few months, you'd classify this as a bit of a slow start for him. He's lost the first leg. It's a really, really hot start from Ricardo. It wasn't just about the accuracy with Johnny, though. It was the timing of some of the shots. And the fact that he had double-doubles in there.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you're hitting every checkout you're going for, some of them are going to really hurt. They come at just the right time.
93.
But this is just really good from Ricardo, and to be honest, it's pretty average from Danny Noppert. He is so far second best. The real Pietreczko is back.
Pikachu clan are very happy about this. Got every right to feel that way. We've got Danny Noppert on the back foot. So far back, in fact, that he's on his back foot on his heels. That's a brilliant 11 darter from Ricardo. Certain people may grab the headlines for their level of performance, but do not underestimate just how good this is. The first 9 is up there. To be fair, it was a very similar game to this because Gavlas didn't show up. He played turgidly. And Pietreczko just saw him off in double quick time.
The Czech leg of the European Tour, which will be the 13th and final event. Gavlas, a former quarter-finalist in that, of course. Need to go on the 20s again. So double 8 to complete the 130. That's more like it from Danny Noppert.
Well, there is on this dartboard. His one winning leg was a 12 darter with a 130 checkout. The rest of it, not his best.
Ooh, Danny. Now, the stats say he's right to do this,
46.
because it's very unlikely Pietreczko will take the 161. And what Danny Noppert has done in not going the bullseye route, he's given him 3 darts at his favourite double. And ultimately, it has improved his probability of winning the leg. You can get burnt going that way,
85. Danny, you require 40.
but this is why he did it, to get 3 darts at tops. That 3rd dart at double, the crucial one.
35.
He's not found anyway, and it might be game over.
Ricardo, you require
Ricardo
76.
is 5 out of 8 on doubles, and he didn't expect to get this chance. But now that he's got it, he'd like to end this match before it gets anywhere near sticky.
Stay on the 20s. Double 18. And that is a magnificent display from Ricardo Pietreczko. He has swept aside the world number 15 by 6 legs to 1 with an average of 103. We might find out a little bit more about his resurgence.
And there, right from the word go, are a few more clues about the nature of his resurgence. A 180 for Van Duijvenbode, who,
87.
yeah, he's been working so hard to find his way back, and also working very hard this weekend as well. As you say, those performances so far. 5 perfect darts. Make that 6. Well, this will answer a few questions.
135.
A 9-dart leg potentially in the offing here in the very first leg of the match. Dirk van Duijvenbode.
It's never worth getting too excited because he never hits them. He should hit loads.
89.
He has never hit a senior 9-darter. He's missed the double, he reckons, 15 times.
140.
He's hit 1 in the youth system.
Double 16 for an 11-darter. That will do nicely for Van Duijvenbode.
Yeah, it's a leg and a half, but they are big numbers, aren't they?
93.
The leaves, self a 2-darter. Burke's going to be on a finish. Not a bad one, actually.
Yeah, handily placed if Luke Littler can't find this 88. Double 7. Yeah, nicely played. Littler never looked flustered there. The thing about Van Duijvenbode is you watch him playing like this, not just today, but
I think it's a really good barometer for where Dirk is at this weekend.
totally agree with that. A little part of him will be thinking, could have done with a kind of draw, but I think the fact that he's come through the likes of Clayton and Heta so far sets himself up nicely for this, and this will be a good, as you say, acid test for him. Tops. Yeah, 105 check out. Once again, took out 105 yesterday, takes out 105 in this one as well. .67 the lead, plus whatever he can find here.
134.
And that will do nicely. 2-dart combination incoming for Van Duijvenbode. Potential 11-darter in the offing as well.
89.
And Littler still not down to a finish anyway, and this is a gilt-edged opportunity for Dirk van Duijvenbode to open up a 2-leg lead in the match for the first time.
Yeah, that's okay. Didn't need to go 20 and bull, so he'll get 3 clear darts to break. Now, he cannot afford to make the mistakes he's done when trying to hold throw. Went 170 to leave 20 there, Luke Littler. Couldn't get it done.
Yeah, did miss double 16 and double 8 in the previous leg, but got there in the end. 3 clear darts, that's more like it. That's a very good visit for Dirk van Duijvenbode. 13-darter, and it's a break of throw, the first of the match.
We said this was a test. Not going to produce the 170. But he takes a chunk out of it.
108.
He could return, you never know. Well, that leaves 99. And that leaves 90.
38.
And Littler from the word go kiboshed his own aspirations there. And Van Duijvenbode for a place in the quarter-finals for the first time since last year.
The Titan has beaten the Nuke into submission here. It's been too strong. It's been too much. Double top for a 6-2 win.
51.
Match dart missed.
70.
Well, this has been it was a horror visit from Littler just gone, but he may well still nick this one. He's gone the wrong side anyway. And that could well be the last dart that Luke Littler throws this weekend. Dirk van Duijvenbode for a 6-2 win. Anxious times, looking at double 5. And Dirk van Duijvenbode with a real statement of intent. Gets the job done. And maybe, just maybe, the dream is still very much alive. Johnny Clayton, Damon Heta, and now the biggest scalp of the lot, Luke Littler. Well, very similar. I know he was 4-0 down yesterday, but he didn't lead in that match until the final dart was thrown, and it may well be something similar required today.
When you do that to someone,
59.
you're entitled to a bit of an evil laugh, because that's the right time to take the lead, isn't it? But if you're the person on the receiving end of that,
96.
you feel rather humbled by the fact that you had the lead the whole time and then didn't at the end.
And the treble to leave the double.
50.
Single 5 and a dejected looking Ross Smith getting his darts off the board there, as well as Ryan Searle now looks at 55. Luke Littler took out 105 in that manner earlier on, and Ryan Searle has done likewise, but this is for a break of throw, and that is another 15 darter for Ryan Searle, who steals a march on his opponent in this one.
This is the kind of game that you really want to see at this time of year. Someone could vault themselves into another stratosphere in their career. I know that Ross has won the European Championship and he will defend that ranking money in the next 6 weeks.
421.
But neither have won a European Tour event yet, and they desperately crave one.
Yeah, we are looking at two of the best floor players in the world right now, given what they've done this year. But it is that transition to winning titles on a European stage.
120.
Ross Smith can't find that double 10, and Ryan Searle once again looking at 104.
He went to the 16s because he had 32 grams of tungsten in the way of his primary target. Double 5 this time for Ross. Is he about to get back into this?
And I assume the vast majority of players, well, I say vast majority, the majority of players will adopt that as well, will have that in their thinking.
It's
You'd
becoming,
like to think so?
It's becoming the norm. People are starting to clue up that if you want 12 darters, you're going to have to be on a favourable number after 3.
Ross Smith is on a slightly favourable 124. It's certainly a guessable 124. Certainly is now.
413. Ryan requires 76.
Searle might be licking his lips at this because Tops is calling. And you cannot leave that guy on double top when he's playing well with his own equipment or not, in his own trousers or not.
Albeit on his throw. It's looking much more comfortable now, but yeah, if Ross Smith could have applied just a little bit more pressure with that previous visit, he might well make amends here though.
439.
Well, yesterday Ryan Searle did finish his match with Cullen on the bull. He might do it again. Not this time. So maybe you're right, Rob. Is Ross gradually working his way back into this one?
And I think he will be fueled ever so slightly by what happened yesterday. Needs this though, this simply has to go, and it hasn't gone, and he knows it. I think he knows it. That could well be it for Ross Smith this weekend. Ryan Searle, 18 scored, so 47 away. And that leaves Tops. And that is game 7 match for Ryan Searle. The man with no trousers this weekend has trousered a bit more prize money in the Flanders Darts Trophy as he secures his place in the quarter-finals.
We don't want to paint a very bleak picture for the man from Newcastle, but the meeting before that one in Munich, Joyce lost in the semi-finals of the Players' Championship finals to Humphries, and he won that tournament as well.
96.
Yeah, he has beaten Luke a couple of times, but they were their first 2 meetings, and you've got to go back 4 years for the most recent. So it's a long old while. But it's been a weekend of players getting one over on opponents that they've rarely or never beaten before. Double 16 for a 14-dart start. 15-darter will do, and it does do. And that's the sort of thing he was doing all game yesterday against Richie Edhouse, including the Titan. And this man, the world champion and world number 1.
438.
Luke's just got to be careful on that third dart that he's letting go of it in position. He just seems to be leaning on that third one.
6. Luke could go 152.
Feels a significant passage of play, this. Ryan Joyce,
140.
this is so makeable for a player like him. One just below double top. Loads of room to get to tops. Oh, it is so makeable.
Like steps on a ladder. Equal distance between the 60, the 20 and the tops. Doesn't want to be further behind those two boys.
180.
It's still a level game here. It is still tight, and Ryan Joyce is playing some really good stuff. Really good stuff as it happens. Is he going to regret those 3 darts at double 14? To the 12 segments. Bullseye. Forehand misses a dart to lead 4-3.
That had a little hello to the bullseye, but just didn't go in. Are we going into the same department? We aren't. But that is a classy 12 darter from Ryan to re-establish the lead.
Very aggressive there. Wasn't going to leave a finisher with a ton 40.
58.
Could have paid a penalty for that as well. Joyce could have taken his score in 6.
94.
So we'll call that a calculated risk.
Find one over the top of that.
6.
Can't, but he leaves the 130.
12.
This for another break, a third consecutive breaker throw in this match. Can he find his way through? Of course he can. He's Luke Humphries, double 16. What a shot! What a shot, and what a weapon it is in his arsenal to be able to get past those darts, which for other players would make it so much harder. Not this man.
How often do we see?
Oh, Ryan Joyce sticking at it. He does manage to get pretty much level with Luke Humphries. Trebleless, but it's another one of those mid-range finishes that he's been taking out.
I thought he was going to go for the 54 there. He'll have to settle for 36. However, Humphries has match point.
Single 16. Double top. Not this time for the world number 1, and we might be going the distance.
Whatever you do, Ryan, don't miss this high and outside. Well done. If he does, he covers the bed again. So what's going to happen? Or will Humphries put Ryan Joyce to the sword again at this stage, just like Munich?
He's had a 12 darter. If he can produce another one, Ryan Joyce, it might be enough, or to be honest, it could be even better than that. He's out 180'd Luke Humphries in this game. We did not expect that.
434.
One of the reasons why Humphries is number 1 seed in most tournaments he's a part of is because he wins more of these matches than he ever has. Since winning his first European Tour event in Munich in 2022, his win percentage on the European Tour is 78%. He's won 69 games out of 89, and a lot of them have been as tight as this.
Yeah, but he might not be winning this one.
100.
because he's left 81 after 3 visits to the board. Luke Humphries has to be perfect. That is perfect. So is that double 16. Oh, that's why he's world champ. That's why he's world number 1. There has been some incredible checkouts this weekend, but that is right up there